Good afternoon. Thank you all for attending. This is also a special week, Police Week, National Police Week, to acknowledge our first responders, our law enforcement out in Washington, D.C. I can't talk much about Police Week as that's part of Ned's speech, Captain Ned Hardwick, and he told me to stay away from that, otherwise I'd be stealing his thunder. So I won't talk a lot about that, but family of law enforcement, or if you're in law enforcement, in your career, you gotta make it a point to go out to Washington, D.C. on Police Week. It'll truly define the vocation that you're in. It'll truly define what you do. And that's anyone in the family of law enforcement. Civilian staff that works for our law enforcement and family, you sworn, you have to do it. Trying to remember how many times I've been out there, and each one was a special moment. I'll never forget it. I can't explain it, and I won't talk more about it, but it is truly a special time out there. I want to introduce my staff. Start off with Deputy Chief Matt Leahy, Captain Ed Hardwick, and Captain Andrew McCarthy. Thank you all. City Administrator Chad Brecklin, thank you for attending. The other staff here from City Hall, thank you for being in attendance. Today we're going to acknowledge a few different things. We're going to acknowledge the hiring of Sabra Ablakovic. We have 3 new hires, just recent graduates of the Police Academy, Erica Braun, Conrad Malinowski, and Matthew Spry, and the promotion of Jordan Cunha from police officer to sergeant. So I want to talk a little bit about each and every one of these positions. For some of you who are mechanically sound, to build an engine, and it just so happened that yesterday on Mother's Day, I was at my parents' house and I was fixing the riding lawnmower for my father. What part of the lawnmower is most important, right? The engine could be strong, but if you can't get it started because the ignition module is not working, it's not going to run. And if you can't get the solenoid to crank over the crankshaft or crank the engine over, it's not going to start, right? And if your tires are flat, you're not going to go anywhere. Each and every piece of that lawnmower is important. Otherwise, you can't cut the lawn. When you look at a bigger picture in things, in organization, each position that you have within that organization is important. And sometimes each and every person within that organization gets so caught up in their area of importance or their area of responsibility that we forget that we need one another to perform our functions. So I want to talk about how your role, Sabra, is important. There was a time in my career when I was young. There was a time when I worked investigations. And I worked in the homicide division in the city of Milwaukee. And I would often get compliments on my reports. Now, my reports, one interview alone could be up to 20 pages. Get compliments on the grammar. I would get compliments on the structure. I called in that report. I didn't type that report. Transcriptionist Joanne Jacobson, who I still know to this date, would make me look like a scholar. Information came from me, but she made me look so good in court that some of those reports that are made it up to the state Supreme Court that are read make me look very good. And I could not have done that without a person like you. Now, although you're new here, Sabra, those expectations fall on your shoulders. There's going to be open records requests that come through. And sometimes those open records requests may come with bad intentions. We're going to rely on you to review those. We're going to rely on you to review reports. We're going to rely on you to help us make the right corrections so that when you're out there on the day-to-day grind and doing your job, and you make some mistakes on those reports, that they all get fixed by the time the public is able to review them and we don't look like we're unorganized. You cannot function if one other side of our department is not functioning properly. So you better believe your job is important. We're happy to have you, and we know you could take on the challenge. You've already been working with us for a few weeks, and I hear nothing but good things from you. We expect those, and we look forward to continue to work with you. We have our 3 new hires who, just talking to you last hour, some of you had enough of the police academy. You said you know everything you need to know to get out there, and you're ready to lead. So good luck with that. It's going to take a while. It's going to take you about 5 years, and you're going to be learning from people that have 3 years on the job. I will tell you this. I came on in October to the Fitchburg Police Department. I came on in October of 2021. From December of 2021 to date, nearly half of the organization has moved on. Through retirements, through resignations, or for other reasons. Nearly half of the organization has moved on. Nearly half of that organization that left were in their 50s, or at minimum late 40s. The age group of the people coming on, you, under 25. It's the changing of the guard that happens. It's a normal transition. There's change in any organization. Us old people eventually have to move on. And you all have to lead. And it starts from the day that you come out on the streets. There's an awesome amount of responsibility that's borne upon you. In those 5 months, not enough. You're going to go through field training. You're going to go through a year of probation. And then you're going to continue to learn. And I'm told you on our one-on-one that you never stop learning. You will continue. But be open to it. Make your decisions based on your heart, and you'll do fine. Do we expect you to make mistakes? Absolutely. I also would encourage you to look at yourself in the mirror when you get home today, because that's about as fit as you're ever going to be. After a while, that density from muscle starts turning into something else that I won't mention because I'm hiding it under this coat. But it happens to all of us. Embrace it. It's part of life. But also remember that you have family here, and that family was here before the police department. They're going to be here during your career here in the police department, and hopefully they'll be here afterwards. I expect you to become a part of the family of the Fitchburg Police Department, but I don't expect you to turn your back on your family, because they will always be there to support you as they are here today. So remember that, because this department, unlike others in Dane County, come with challenges. But I told you that from the beginning. Would you rather work for a department that has challenges where at the end of the day you feel a sense of accomplishment? There's a sense of team that comes from it, and every day comes with something different? Or do you want routine? If you want a routine, there's other jobs like an assembly line that you could have worked at. But that's not what this is about. There's a lot that we're going to expect from you. But we told you that from the beginning, and you seem to be telling us that you want to embrace that. And good luck, because we need you. And then there's Jordan Cunha. He tells me he has 11 years on the job. I thought he had 4. Just kidding. He had 4 with the Milwaukee Police Department. He's got a few here at Fitchburg, and he was over on the out in the western side of the state working for another department. Total of 11 years. To be working for you to be working for the city of Fitchburg, that's a win for us. We're happy to have you here. You worked for 3 different departments. You worked for one of the busiest departments in the state. And you have a ton of experience that we want you to pass on to the people underneath you. But it comes with a responsibility. We expect your leadership. We expect you to now, those that you have become friends with, to now be a boss. You are responsible for them. You're going to own the good, the bad, and the ugly that come from that. And it's your job to mold them. There was a saying when I came to Fitchburg that many officers that left here moved to other places, FBI or Madison PD, and that we were just a stepping stone. I came from areas like that as well. We can take that as a big negative and say, you know what, we're upset that people keep taking our officers for bigger other challenges, or we could take pride that we're making some of the best cops in Dane County. And I'd rather take the pride that we're making some of the best cops in Dane County. Do I want you to leave? Absolutely not. But we'll continue to make them because that's what we do. And we make them to the point where people want to stay here because they prefer the team that we have. And that's based on the culture that you develop within your shift, that pride. So good luck to you. But it's only going to get harder. It doesn't get easier. And for those of you that are here, we'll get started for the next step. We're going to start, Tracy, with the swearing in. We'll start with Sabra. You want to come on up?
Appointed to the office of Records Specialist
who have been appointed to the Office of Record Specialist
in the city of Fitchburg, Dane County, Wisconsin,
in the city of Fitchburg, Dane County, Wisconsin.
Swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
Swear I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin,
and the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin,
and will faithfully discharge the duties of said office
and will faithfully discharge the duties of said office
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Erica, Conrad, and Matthew, step up. Between the flags.
Gentlemen. Hi there. Have you raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, please state your name,
I, Conrad Malinowski,
who have been appointed to the office of police officer
who have been appointed to the office of police officer
in the city of Fitchburg, Dane County, Wisconsin,
in the city of Fitchburg, Dane County, Wisconsin,
swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin,
and the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin,
and will faithfully discharge the duties of said office
and will faithfully discharge the duties of said office
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations to you all.
Thank you.
After the photo with the badge. Erica, you want to start off? Who's going to pin you? $256, right? Sure. yeah, we got to swear you in. That's right.
Right. Have you raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, please state your name,
I, Jordan Cunha,
who've been appointed to the office of Police Sergeant
who's been appointed to the office of Police Sergeant
in the city of Fitchburg, Dane County, Wisconsin,
in the city of Fitchburg, Dane County, Wisconsin,
swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin,
and the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin,
and will faithfully discharge the duties of said office
and will faithfully discharge the duties of said office
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my abilities.
Congratulations.
Just a couple words. Thank you for this opportunity, and I'm excited to be here.
Erica?
I just want to say thank you to the City of Fitchburg Police Department for this opportunity. I did apply to a lot of places, did a lot of interviews, but it was very, very apparent that Fitchburg just had this team feeling, this family feeling, and I'm very excited to be starting my career with Fitchburg. Thank you.
Well, I want to start out with my family. I wouldn't be here without my family. I want to thank my girlfriend and her family for helping me along the way. I want to thank the Fitchburg Police Department and everyone involved for giving me this opportunity. It's time to get to work and serve the community.
I want to thank my family and my girlfriend and her family for being here to support me today. Thanks the chiefs for letting me represent the department, and thanks to the city for allowing me to wear this patch on my shoulder.
It has been a long and complex road getting here. It hasn't been without its challenges, but also not without its opportunities. I've made a lot of friends and sadly lost some along the way. I want to thank the chief for the leadership he's not only shown here in Fitchburg, but in Milwaukee when I was there for those 4 years. I want to thank the officers that I've met here along the way and the supervisors who have always pointed me in the right direction, always given me another chance, and have always been fair with me. Most of all, I want to thank my family. I know it's been hard and complex, missing birthdays, missing holidays, but you are the support that has kept me going to make it here. Thank you.
Our command staff would like to say a couple words. Start off with Deputy Chief Leahy.
Thank you. I'm probably not going to repeat a lot of the things that Chief Morales has already said, or the five of you that have already said, but one of the things that I want you all to take from this ceremony is just the recognition of the expectations that are going to be placed on you as a police officer for the city of Fitchburg, as a sergeant for the city of Fitchburg, as a record specialist for the city of Fitchburg. We're not blessed with a ton of resources at this department. We are a small, mid-sized agency, but with those lack of resources come an immense amount of expectation. So embrace that expectation because it comes with opportunities. So I guess for all the other the officers here, sworn or those that have dedicated their lives to law enforcement, I guess it is somewhat poetic that this week is National Police Week. I guess just let that serve as a reminder to the commitment of the principles of justice, integrity, and service that we've all dedicated our lives to. So my heartfelt congratulations and gratitude to all 5 of you, and welcome to the team.
So the chief kind of telegraphed my speech. What he didn't know is that I was going to use the analogy of a lawnmower to explain National Police Week. So one of the most interesting parts to me about these ceremonies is seeing new faces that several weeks ago were sitting in front of us for interviews. I don't know if you guys remember your interview at all. May have forgotten about that. But in all of your interviews, some of you may have recited the mission statement or what we were trying to do word for word, but at the root of it, we're all trying to serve. And every one of us in this room that works for the city of Fitchburg, we're trying to serve the community. And we do a very good job at it, but we only can do it as a team. And so we've all talked about teamwork from time to time here throughout our speech, but this really is a team effort. And we can't do it without record specialists. We can't do it without our dispatchers. We can't do it without our detectives and everybody else that's involved with the police department and our city staff and really our community. Where this ties into Police Week, I know you're all dying to hear what I have to say about Police Week, is that when you go out to Washington, D.C. during this very solemn week, you see police officers from around the country. And you come to realize that there are less than 1 million of us in the country that are serving our communities on a daily basis. And so you also come to realize that you are part of something that is much bigger than yourself. It's much bigger than our department. It's much bigger than the city of Fitchburg. And so we have all been given the opportunity on a daily basis to come and make a difference in our communities. And after having the experience of interviewing you, working with you, I'm confident that we all have that ability to make a difference in our community, and we can do it together. And so I want to leave with a meaningful remark. As part of going out to National Police Week and participating in the Police Unity Tour, I've gotten to know survivors of fallen law enforcement officers. And one in particular, I've become very close with their family, Officer Craig Burkholtz, who was killed in the line of duty in 2011 from Fond du Lac. And he was known for a saying that he had was stay strong, stay safe, and stay positive. And in a challenging environment for us to work in right now, it's now important more than ever. So thank you for taking this challenge, and welcome to the team.
I was also thinking of a way to best describe teamwork, and contrary to what you've heard up here, I actually had a snowmobile analogy, but we'll ditch the engines for the rest of the day. I'm going to focus on the positions that we've heard here today. We got sworn and non-sworn, and how important they are for this entire organization to run. Saber as a record specialist, you probably won't know it, but for myself, having a unique perspective on seeing it, when a position like yours goes unfilled, we see how it affects everybody. The entire machine gets bogged down. That goes for all of the non-sworn staff that are in the room as well. They each play such a critical role in what we do on the sworn side. It's often overlooked. And so you might not see it or hear it every day, but every one of the sworn staff does appreciate and thank what you do every day. So thank you and welcome aboard. For the sworn side, you've heard it, there's a lot of opportunity here today. You are part of the foundation of the next chapter of our police department. About half in the last 2 or 3 years has been the turnover rate. So while today you're representing your first day in uniform on the job with our department, I guarantee you, in no time at all, you're going to blink and you're going to look back and realize, wow, I'm now getting close to halfway within the ranks. You're going to have experience and knowledge to teach down to other officers. So as your goal now is focus on probation and becoming a solid, safe, and effective officer here, keep your mind on the prize further out, knowing that you're going to be a resource for other officers that are going to be joining really shortly behind you. So that is a responsibility to take on just for yourselves as your team now and the team for the future. What you've done here is very noble to take on a profession at a time where it's really hard to find the appropriate people that can actually wear this uniform and this badge. It's an honor. So a thank you and welcome aboard. And for Sergeant Cunha, you're taking on additional responsibility. You're taking on additional responsibility at a time where you have a lot of young and inexperienced officers, and they're going to rely on you to be that role model to show them how to do things the right way and make sure that they're safe when they go home to their families. That's often also overlooked among our supervision, but it's incredibly important, and also an honor you've earned to have that title. So again, for all of you, congratulations and welcome to your team.
Couple acknowledgments that we often fail to miss when we talk about a team effort, and the people in the background that do a lot for us. Fact TV, no matter what time of the day, no matter what day of the week, you all find a way to meet us out there to record this, to be able to capture this so others can see it in different times. Thank you very much. Tracy, you're at each and every one of those, and I think one day you were off and came in just to be participate in this ceremony to make it official. Thank you very much for your dedication, for what you do, and for, again, being part of the team to make sure things run correctly here. Now this ceremony has concluded. I ask you all to stick around. We like all our promotees, hires, to stick around and take a photo around here by the flags, and you can kind of leave at your leisure, but make sure you acknowledge our people here that we're taking recognition for. Thank you for attending, and enjoy the rest of your day.